Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light
what so brightly we had at the twilight's last gleam?
It was a preseason game. The cameras all caught on to the fact that NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick was not standing for the Star-Spangled Banner. He hadn't stood the previous 2 games either, but he wasn't the starter and nobody noticed. But this game, on this day, with this image, the football world would never be the same. Colin Kaepernick was sitting for the U.S. national anthem. The last time this happened, you guessed it, Abdul Rauf sat during the U.S. national anthem in the 1990s, and the backlash was huge. But in a time that predated social media, it didn't explode to the magnitude of Colin Kaepernick today. Rauf was in his prime, but his playing time quickly reduced, and he was out of the NBA within a couple of seasons. Back to Colin Kaepernick. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all came hard at Colin Kaepernick.
When there's significant change, and I feel like that flag represents what it's supposed to represent, and this country is representing people the way that it's supposed to, I'll stand.
Colin Kaepernick's actions took the sports world by storm. He had many people come out to support him, but he also had a lot of people that were opposed to him.
Disgraceful, despicable, and I can't even say it in strong enough terms. To use an NFL field for a political statement is absolutely ridiculous.
In reality, for the NFL, who supports the military like no other league does, this was very bad for business, and sponsors began to pull out. Ratings began to decline. All this came at a time when Donald Trump was in power. Many people believed his administration was already dividing the country. Even Donald Trump wanted some of the action.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
First of all, let's set the record straight. Some people feel that Kaepernick did this because he was feeling oppressed. Obviously, these people are misinformed, or they missed the message completely.
This is because I'm seeing things happen to people that don't have a voice. People that don't have a platform to talk and have their voices heard and affect change. So I'm in a position where I can do that, and I'm gonna do that for people that can't.
Why did he do it now? Well, nobody knows for certain. Did he actually think he would continue to play in the NFL after sitting for the U.S. national anthem? He had 1 year remaining on his contract as a player option, but the team had also designed his contract so they could release him. Chances are that if he didn't opt out, that the 49ers would have for sure let him go anyways. What would have happened if he picked up the player option and the team did not release him? He would have played as a backup the whole entire season, and the aura of the Colin Kaepernick story would have probably fizzled away. But because he was on top of his game and in his prime, the sure bet was that teams would trip over themselves trying to sign Colin Kaepernick. Well, no teams offered him a contract. It became evident that no team wanted anything to do with him. Was there a chance that every NFL team conspired to not sign him? Or was it a coincidence that most billionaire owners think alike and signing Kaepernick would be bad for business? Well, either way, no team took a chance, and Kaepernick filed a case for collusion to the U.S. Supreme Court versus the NFL owners. This case still has not been settled. Colin Kaepernick was a star quarterback in the NFL, but because his story continues to be the topic on major sports talk shows, documentaries, and now mainstream media, Colin Kaepernick has become a household name, even to non-football fans. His plight and story continues to get major media attention, and his aura and mystique continue to grow. Whether you side with him or are against him, he has become a leader and a hero to those who share his beliefs, and a disgrace to those who don't. He has become bigger than life, and it seems the more he is talked about, the more his fame continues to grow. He has become a bigger star and more famous than he probably would have ever become if he continued on in the NFL. Going on to his second year out of the league, it is a safe bet to say that his football career is more than likely over. He will continue to build his brand as an activist and try to stay in the spotlight as long as he can. Currently, Nike has centered an ad campaign featuring Colin Kaepernick. Nike is definitely rolling the dice on this one. But that is what big companies do. They take chances and hope any publicity is good publicity. Time will tell how this pans out. Well, two things came out of this. Number one, Kaepernick will cement his legacy on the Mount Rushmore of black activists of this century. He is certainly the leader of this generation. Number two, you can bet this blindsided the NFL, and you can guarantee the NFL and all the other leagues will take preventative measures to make sure something like this will never happen again, provided they can eventually bounce back and take back the control they've always had. Don't forget to hit the like button. Pick 6 Raw Sports. Click to subscribe. Thanks for watching.